Moving on to another story in the Rift Valley, the government has announced that there will never be another incident of burning of houses during forceful eviction from forest settlement areas. Speaking in regard to the recent violent eviction of dwellers from the Olposimoru forest in the Mau catchment area, Deputy President William Ruto said today that a deal had been struck between government and local leaders to ensure that people are made to leave the forest in a humane manner. KTN's Rita Tinina with the latest on the Mau eviction saga.
Hakuna mwananchi atachomewa nyumba yake tena. Hakuna serikali itachoma nyumba ya mwananchi. Tutaweka mazungumzo, maelewano mpaka tukubaliane.
Houses go up in flames. Families contemplate their next move following the eviction of more than 1,000 families from the Olposimoru forest in the Mau complex.
Sasa sisi ndio wenyeji hapa na hapa ndio tulisaliwa. Hapa ndio nyumbani, hatuchui bahali nyingine.
Some of them paid 50,000 shillings from people that had been awarded previously the piece of land. So they know that this land belongs to them.
The evictions followed a 24-hour ultimatum by the Narok County Commissioner Arthur Osinya to the families to leave the forest. The evictions are only the latest in the long-running quest to stop encroachment and save the country's largest water tower.
Yale yameendelea kule Mau, tumeongea serikali ya county, viongozi wa mashinani, ma MCAs, opinion leaders, na tumekubaliana cutline mpya, na wananchi wenyewe wameondoka sehemu ambayo ni msitu, na hakuna hata mmoja nikizungumza na nyinyi mwananchi ambaye yako msitu sasa.
Everybody agrees that Mau must be saved. Everyone agrees that settlements in that place is messing up the environment in this area, and no wonder we have flash floods, and no wonder that people are dying.
In 2003, hundreds were evicted from the Mau. In 2009, another forceful eviction was carried out with the promise of resettlement. 6 years later, the resettlement of the evictees remains a promise, and the government is at it again.
People need to be treated with dignity. People needed to have been told, informed, and given an alternative place where they can move into.
Wale walilipwa, wamelipwa, wale waliobakia wachache, tutawakamilishia. Ndio mambo ya balance, kuweka mizani kati ya mambo ya misitu na wananchi kupata makao, tuweze kuweka katika mizani ya sawasawa.
After a much touted Save the Mau campaign, which saw thousands evicted from the Mau complex in 2009, the government failed to keep settlers away from the forest.
There's not enough enforcement. People are evicted and the security forces remain there for a week, then they go away. And people know this, they know the security forces will go away. So they go back.
The manner in which settlers are evicted has always been controversial, but even those opposed to evictions agree that the forest needs to be safeguarded, and the government finds itself in a dilemma.
If you remove them, you must compensate them. If you compensate them, you don't have the money, you don't have the land. If you have the land, the local people don't want. So the government is caught.
Amnesty International Kenya, which has been pushing for the enactment of the Evictions and Resettlement Bill, is turning the heat on the government.
There's no policy around how people need to be moved and resettled and evicted.
We are doing what must be done. It is going to be smooth. It is going to be a win-win situation for everyone who is involved in this process.
All are agreed that the Mau complex should be safeguarded, but without consensus on the best way to save the country's most crucial water tower, the search for that perfect balance between conservation and human rights continues.